So what we're doing now is we're taking the carrots and we're going to slice them pretty thin as you can. As you can see, I'm working on my knife skills. And then take the little slices and then cut them into fine little chunks, little pieces. You want these to be as fine as you can get. So the egg mixture is a little bit thin, you want the carrots to be fine. Now let's move on to the scallions. So as you can see here, we're going to slice the scallions lengthwise first. Then after that, we chop these up real fine. Again, you just want to make sure that all your ingredients that are going to go into this are chopped as fine as possible. So you take a look at that. That's pretty fine. Now here we have our 5 eggs. What we're going to do is give these a quick stir. Just sort of mix them up a little bit. You're going to break up the yolks. But just don't get rid of too much of the white. You want some of the whites to show. Now before we mix in any other ingredients, we'll take about 2 tablespoons of this mixture out because we're going to use that later. You'll see how. Let's add a little bit of salt. And give that a quick stir. Here come the carrots. See, nicely fine chopped carrots. There's our scallions. Now since we do like spices here, I figured to add 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper. Always got to have a little bit of heat. I give all those a stir again, mix them up real well. And now we're ready to fry. So now let's get our pan hot. Not blazingly hot, but pretty hot. And take a little bit of oil and rub oil on there. And then into the pan, pour about 1/4 of your egg mixture. And I turn the pan around a little bit just to make sure I get the whole bottom coated. I also use a spatula just to make sure my edges don't stick, because I'm going to have to start rolling this pretty soon. I just take one edge, flip it over, and just keep on rolling it over. Some of the egg comes out the side, it'll still cook, don't worry about it. Just give it a try, and there you go. Now once that's cooked, move it to the other side of the pan and pour in another 1/4 of the mixture. And make sure it coats the bottom real well. As you get towards the last one, Ari was using chopsticks, and so I figured I'd give chopsticks a try. I still need to work on my chopstick skills. But as you can see, the egg's getting nice and thick here. I better go back to the spatula before I really ruin this thing. That's better. I can run a spatula really well. Now, as you're getting towards the end, you see how nice and thick it's getting. It's cooking up real good. And I'll tell you what, the carrots and the scallions are smelling really well. Let me try the chopsticks one more time. There it goes. Okay, I was able to flip it with the chopsticks. So there you have it. It's all cooked. What we're going to do right now is going to let it cool off just for a little bit so I can slice it, and then we'll be back. So the eggs cooled down for about 5 minutes, and as you can see, the outside's nice and browned, so it's fully cooked. I take this and slice it into about 1-inch thick slices.